for coming to the Witching Hour. And you're here with your hosts, Nina and Miranda.
Miranda. Sorry, guys. I was doing a cleanse.
All right. I don't know what all this is. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
She
So,
like hooked it up.
yeah, she did. You got some book stuff and everything. So, how's your week been?
It's been a hot mess.
Same here.
A hot mess.
Yeah, I feel like if you feel like you can't get your shit together, you know what? None of us can get our shit together, and it's okay.
It is. It's definitely okay. Like, I can't even figure out how to pull up, the things so I can see who's watching. Like,
We'll get it. We're a little slow today. We're extremely busy today. Let me just say, cord cuttings and cleansings, you guys, people are on it. They're on it. It's necessary. It's needed to move forward. So, if you haven't gotten your cleansing yet, or you haven't done a cleanse, make sure and get it done.
okay. You guys, we will be offering specials on cleansings this next week. Don't mind your girl just eating some chips because, I'm starving. It happens.
It does.
Okay.
I got a bonbon in my mouth right now. That's why I'm all.
Girl, suck on that. No, I'm just kidding.
I am sucking and it's melting very nicely.
Oh, I don't know. Again, this is not for children.
No, it's on there. Not for people under 18. I got it under there because we can't ever control what Nina's gonna say.
For real.
That's for damn sure. But anyways, so we're gonna bring up vision boards, and a lot of you guys haven't done vision boards since like high school, college.
Oh, yeah.
But
Or maybe you've never done that.
yeah, I've never done one. So yeah, I'm one of those.
I know a lot of people that have. So,
Mhm.
and I remember we had a specific college class that they had us do it. So, when I was in nursing school. So, I don't really remember that one. I might have missed that day.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like to me, I've always thought like, manifesting in a way of like the law of attraction, just write that shit down. So I've always just been a writer. Like I would write stuff down that I wanted. And half the time my lazy ass wouldn't do shit at all. Like I'm just being honest here. Nothing at all. I just state that I want it and I leave it alone. So,
I had a friend who did it, and she makes it a point to do it every year.
mhm.
And I swear, every year she gets everything that she wants except for one thing. Guess what the one thing is?
Love.
To be married. Yes.
Oh,
But she gets everything else. She got a house, she got a car, she got the job with the money she wanted, everything. And the reason we're covering this, you guys, is because we're trying to do the wellness for January.
Mhm.
February, it's going to be back to me, back to spells type of thing.
Mhm.
So, stay tuned. It's going to be exciting.
It definitely is. And just remember when you guys are trying to manifest love or relationships, you're not manifesting the person, you're manifesting the characteristics, the energy surrounded of what you need and what you want. How that package comes in is not in your control, okay? It's just not. So that's why a lot of people fail at that. And we did a
I think
a series on that, yeah. Where, why your manifestations ain't working when it comes to love because of that specific thing. Most people want a specific person. And yeah, if that's not for you, why would you even limit yourself in this universe,
That's interesting.
Yeah, why would you limit yourself to one being out of billions of people? Let's not do that. So, all right, what do we got to say about vision boards?
Vision boards. I don't know. Cece printed us a nice little paper. I love everybody in the shop. I feel like they're so keen to helping us make sure everything works, especially on days like today where we're scary busy.
Yeah, because usually we like to spend at least 15-20 minutes beforehand, like just prepping and getting ourselves ready, even though we don't have a script or nothing, like it does help to absorb some information before we come in. Today, nothing. Okay, so if we're a little loopy, that's why. And Preparation is key.
MLP. Look, we're getting in sync.
Yes,
There we go. We're only
we're in
about
sync.
15 minutes into the video.
Yeah, we are. And a vision board helps you prepare, okay, for what you want. It keeps you focused and inspired. It also has that visual for your brain to see, whether you look at it correctly or not. Once you see it on your fridge or wherever the hell you have it at, it's going to go into the subconscious. Your subconscious already knows what's there, okay? And I say this about affirmations as well. You know, when you put your affirmations up and you feel lazy, you don't, or you're feeling like shit, you don't want to read your damn affirmations.
They're there and you just do it.
They're there. Your brain sees that they're there, even if you don't read them or not, and it already knows what it says. So, no biggie. It's still getting absorbed either way. So, one thing, if you don't know how to go about it, one thing you want to do is consider your own life, first of all, and then decide what it is that you want to change in that life in different areas, okay? And when you find these changes, like with me, I really want to get to the point emotionally where my reactions are very controlled, because I'm a hothead and I'll fly off the fucking handle, you know what I mean? And you guys have seen it already. So with that being said, I would like to be in a space where I could control that. So I don't know what kind of picture I'm gonna have to look for that, like a tornado or something.
I feel like you're gonna have to do like Janet Jackson's Control.
Oh, hey, there you go. There you go.
Because you're a music person.
I am a music
And
person.
you respond to music well, so it's Control.
Yeah. And you also want to clarify your intentions. You know, with this, why do I want to bring this into my life? Well, because I don't want people to control my reaction. I don't want to give that power to other people. This is me taking my power back. That's exactly why. So that is what my intention would be for that, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna put little Miss Janet, Miss Nasty, wait, Miss
Nah.
Jackson if you're nasty, right there.
I was
on my
gonna say
vision board.
she's gonna do that.
Yeah.
I knew she was. Sorry guys, I'm still recovering from the cold, but it's way better.
Yeah, and so, you know, you want to go inward. You really want to look at personality first. What things do you need to change with inside? Because the outer shit doesn't matter if you're gonna fucking sabotage it. Okay?
There you go.
You don't want to sabotage your goals, your manifestations. You don't want to sabotage that, because some of us do really need to work on our fucking attitudes or our
Running
traumas.
away.
Yeah, our traumas, our cycles that derive from traumas. So shadow work, y'all. Shadow work should be on everybody's fucking vision board, because you're never done. You are never done working on yourself. And, you know, it just depends on what level you're willing to do or what level you're at.
Y'all saw Toxica.
Yeah.
Yeah, Time to Relax says that I feel attacked. Girl, me too. Me too.
Yes, I like to say toxica because, you know, it's toxic. And just to be honest, like, you guys have heard my stories, like my marriage, my relationships after that. They've all had some toxicity up in there, and you know that my body craves that sometimes. And I'm just being honest. You know, I'm gonna be very transparent here and let you know that yes, my body does crave the toxicity. As long as I have fucking attention, I don't care how it comes. And if it's me fighting with somebody, well then fuck yeah, let's get at it. You know what I mean? I still have that attention, but you know, I've worked on that a lot, so that's not something that I crave anymore. So that's just how I was about a year ago. So, well, even like 6 months ago, let's be honest here. Even about 6 months ago, I've learned a lot these last few.
I feel like
months.
this last year just knocked us for
A loop, yeah.
yeah, it just messed us up.
Yeah, so you want to,
Um,
first of all, like, most of us females, you know, let's get our crowns up there, y'all. Like, put your crown on your fucking vision board, because you know what? Who we are, we're queens, we're goddesses, we're princesses, if that's the term you like to be. I don't like to be a princess because I like to do my own shit. And I like to say what happens, but you know, queens, goddesses, whether you're dark or light, it doesn't fucking matter. Put that crown on your vision board, because that is one thing that nobody has 100%, okay? Nobody's got that down 100%. So you definitely want to put that crown on there. And then aside from your characteristics, like what would you do with your characteristics? She have a runner up there.
I totally would.
Run, Forrest, run. Yeah, that's this girl right here. She's
Yeah.
gonna have to take
She's
that
a
shit
runner.
off her.
She's a track star.
Uh-huh.
No, just kidding. Oh no.
Yeah. Well, no. I'll
No,
just let you
honestly,
say.
I feel like the universe is sending people to me where I've caused these traumas in other people.
Uh-huh.
Like the no communication, you know? Like I feel like that's what did it in for me in the Marine. And
Mhm.
for me and he that shall not be named, like the lack of affection type of thing. Like the not knowing how to be that type of person. So
No, you know, but you're stubborn. Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
okay, here she
I'm
goes.
gonna-
Here she goes. She's gonna put me on blast.
I am gonna put her on blast because you need to know this too. Like you know what you're doing. You just don't care. You get to a moment in your coping where you don't give a fuck. And I know because I've been there and I've done that. And that was the main thing that 3 of my exes told me. You know what? When you get angry, you don't give a fuck and you can actually feel all of no love, nothing but hatred. And then shit pops off at the mouth. You know, and I don't want to be that ugly anymore. So that's why I changed that. But I see that in you. I see that in you where you're stubborn enough to where, you know, you're coping and you're just like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do and that's it. As long as Miranda's doing what she wants to do because you think that's control, but it's not. It is not control over yourself.
I said I'm a control freak. I'm not a control freak.
No, but you do want to be in control of what you do. But anyways, Miranda's been slapped in the face because she gets to see how it feels like to, you know, from the other person and also with.
Yes, I do, and it's. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
She's seeing the effects of what those characteristics
Yeah.
bring.
It's been great. It's been grand. I hope my lesson is almost over.
Mhm.
But I always say that, like, my ancestors will literally smack the shit out of me. They do. The universe,
Right, right.
yeah, they're like an old school grandma with the chancla, and I don't know, but when my ancestors come through too, they sit me down at a fucking table. Like, you know, like they used to do, like the old school ones used to do back in the day. Your ass is sitting at that table and they're telling you everything that you've done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And mine tend to do that. My dad's gentler. I love that about my dad. But these other ones, oh my goodness. But no, definitely I would say you're gonna focus on things that you want as well. Like another thing that I do. Oh, let's see. Hey Matt. Hello. I would definitely focus on wanting a vehicle, but what are we going to do to get that vehicle? We're going to make sure our tickets are cleared up. We're going to make sure we don't have any problems. Continue to have these things.
Uh-huh. To maintain it.
To maintain, yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. And also, you do want to also focus, because I'm going to go more with the inner stuff, you know, and I'm sure that's,
Not me, I'm a bougie bitch. Like,
you know, and it's okay. It's okay.
I want that $200 shopping spree puppy. Just kidding. They're like, oh shit,
Just
$200, you're good. I'll take you. I'll take you. I'm a cheap date. I'm just kidding.
Right. Also, another thing you want to focus on is, you know, most spiritual people and most of you guys that I even see on here, on our live, you guys have the opportunity to have your own businesses. You know, make that available to yourself. Invest in yourself. And if you don't know how or what even you're going to do, put that idea on your vision board. My own business. Not sure how, not sure why, but, you know, may I be given the clarity to manifest that.
To get it, yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I agree.
because that is not only helping you on your walk through your spirituality, but independence, and also it could be a secondary income that helps you keep the car, that helps you keep the insurance, that helps you pay off your fucking tickets and
Yes.
stuff like that. So you do want to have things that follow up with other things as well. So
What'd she say? 2 days ago. Yeah, you know me. Those of you that have my snap know me. And she's all, don't be like me. Oh, okay. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure y'all, yeah, we're gonna find out later.
Yeah, oh, she'll just put it up there here in a minute. I already know her. You know, and a lot of people do need some more freedom. Like there's so many people walking around so serious and stressed and worried, like a stick up your ass. Like pull that bitch out and fucking have some fun. Like enjoy life. Enjoy life. And I'm not saying I'm gonna go jump off no cliffs or out of a plane.
I
Fuck
would
all that.
totally do that.
No, not me. I'll die. I'll die. I would die from a heart attack. Like I'm too old already for all that shit. But you know what I am saying is allow yourself that time to get out of the house, to like network with other people, because networking, especially with your own business, you've got to be networking and getting to know people and telling them about you, having that confidence. Like hell yeah, I do this and this and this, and I know it's good as hell. You know, to putting it out there and passing out your business cards, and then you take theirs, and you never know when you're gonna need that person again, because that is a whole part of networking.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, maybe yours is more courage. What this is, it's going to be a step-by-step reflection. You're going to put the things that you think that you need to work on or that you want, and then it's going to be the step-by-step reflection of it. And again, the reason we're doing these things, again, is because we're doing the self-care for January. What I wanted to bring up, too, that I feel like is really important, is, you guys, we are not completely out of the year of the snake, okay? It's going to be until February 17th? 13th? Okay, so if you guys are still going through some rough stuff, that's okay. You're not forgotten about. That's not how this year is going to go for you. Just know we're just cleaning out the rest of that stagnation. So just hang on. We're almost there. We've got this, you guys. Just
This
power
is the
through.
final swish in the bowl before the flush.
There we go.
Here we go. You know, it's a shitty situation. That's usually where all the corn and peanuts are stocked up.
Oh,
Just
wow.
saying. Yeah, I went there.
Vision. She's talking about vision board and vision.
Yeah, so there's so many different ways to do this. You don't have to get a big ass poster board. You can have, like, some of you Pinterest creative people, I'm sure you'll find a way. You know what I mean? Or you can do pictures or drawings or just words.
Words worked really, really well for me when I was in college. So I would take a few words, and this sounds so silly. I would put them on the mirror in the bathroom, like what I wanted. Timely. We all know I'm not timely, you guys. I'm not timely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yaya was saying I have that can do as a job and don't focus on me and my goals.
Yeah.
That's okay, Yaya. We still love you.
We still no, it's not okay, yeah. It's
Oh,
about
damn.
that time.
She's serious today.
It's about that time. You've got to get your shit together.
And start focusing on you, damn it.
Yes, because if you don't do it now, then when? When? You're just getting older.
I knew she was going to go there.
You're just getting older. And I'm not talking specifically to Yaya. I'm talking to everybody. When are you going to put this in if not now? You know, and that's the thing, is there's too much procrastination going on. Oh, it'll wait till after my fight with my husband. It'll wait till after my kids get out of school. It'll wait. You know what? What if you wreck tomorrow and you die? Then what? Like, what the fuck? You never got to experience those things that you wanted for yourself. Life can happen. It does happen, and it passes so fast. You've got to get on top of that, you know, and start thinking of doing for yourself. It is time to be selfish, motherfuckers. And that's all I can say about that. Time to be selfish. Especially you guys with the great gifts and the great ideas and stuff like that. Like, let's put that shit out there. There's so many people that could use your products, use your advice, use your knowledge. You know, what you waiting on? Christmas again? You know?
I'm so guilty of that. I can't say anything.
All right. Yeah. So, okay.
I can't say anything. So consider your life. Consider what you want to change. Consider what you want to achieve. You guys, don't get down on yourself. There's so much that can be done. You know, with the words and things like that, images, it's all going to be affirmations. It's going to be things that are coming from your heart that you're going to put out there. And don't forget to consider your health wellness, okay? You guys, sometimes we need to take a break for ourselves, because if we don't, we will be forced to.
Yes.
And I'm very guilty of that. So think about it.
Okay, yeah, definitely, because I've told people before, you know, I'll just use myself as an example since I've used everybody else already. Um, you know, I knew I needed to leave my marriage, you know, and I didn't because I had that fear like, what if I leave and it's not the right time? What if I make a mistake? What if he goes and gives somebody everything to somebody after I worked this fucking hard for it, you know? And I needed to leave in order to grow and be the person I am. I'm telling you, right now I look back, I don't even remember that lifetime, and it was in this lifetime, you guys, but it feels like a whole other lifetime because that was not who I was at my fullest potential. And I feel sorry for that girl, but you know what? She's already healed, she's moved on, and she is me. But anyways, with that being said, I got cancer. I got forced out, you know, to the point of death because that's what it fucking took, you guys. Like, the doctors gave me 3 months to live, you know, in order to leave this relationship and leave these toxic ways that I had. And I do feel like this was all to get me out of Texas. It needed to get me out of Texas and back to Utah where I could be who I am today, you know. And so, yeah, me just being stubborn, the universe took control and it took it at the craziest level. Because, you know, I mean, I don't know anybody else who could survive that without the work of something. You know what I mean? Without the hand of some kind of something going on up there. So, yeah, my purpose was not over. It was just beginning. And so, yeah, I got took out of that. So you do have to start taking inspired actions towards your goals once you figure them out. So you want to do the characteristic, you want to do the materialistic, you want to do the spiritual, everything that you can think of on there that you want for this year. And then you can break it down into weekly goals, monthly goals. Every 3 months, you know, you're going to check in with yourself. How far did I get here with this, you know? And you know what? I always see a lot of education coming up with people. And education can mean like college, but it can also mean just knowledge for yourself, taking time to fucking get
Learn
that
that
knowledge in.
language. Learn to do that dance.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot there.
Yeah. And so you also want to incorporate like inspirational quotes. There's one right here that says, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. And that's the truth. Nobody's obligated to give you shit at all. You know, and even if it's your destiny, you still have to put some footwork in, you know, to get there. Otherwise, how are you going to have the knowledge to do what you need to, or the experience to do what you need to in order to get there? So, yeah, just throw some quotes on there that's going to inspire you. I always go to ChatGPT because that's my gal, that's my bitch right there.
A lot of people
Like-
are actually very big with ChatGPT right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's helpful for a lot of people that can't do it just as of yet. Some of us are not very visionary, and that's okay. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Some of us work differently. A lot of us work differently. So
Absolutely.
find what works for you and then just have at it, you guys.
You know, and yeah, have at it. That's exactly it. Have at it. You're not going to make mistakes here, guys. You're not going to make mistakes. I promise you. There's going to be growth in every change that you make, in every decision you make. But you want to be the best version of you. So you do have to look at habits, skills. What do you have to change? What do you have to learn? What do you have to enhance about yourself? And what should you adopt from other people? And that's where mentors come in. Get your mentors, get your support system. You know, people like that come into your life for a reason. They're not there just to be stagnant in your life and to like not have any type of purpose in your life. You know, having a mentor is superb. Somebody you can connect with, somebody you can rely on, and somebody you aspire to be like, but you're not going to be them, okay? Because we're all here for
Nobody
different
is
purposes.
like anybody, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So if you guys are wanting to move more towards your spirituality, what would be a step in that you would say for people, first step?
For spirituality, you've got to get into like the meditation and stuff and figure out what it is you need for you. Okay, because a lot of people are like, well, what are my gifts? Everybody has gifts. Yeah, but you don't know if you have gifts if you're still fucking rocking with your traumas, if you're still walking that path of, and this is most people. I mean, I'm not gonna say like Miranda, she can walk with traumas and still have her gifts because that's who she is. You know, me, the same thing. Because gifts were thrown on me. She basically was born with them, you know. Well, I was too, but they got cut off for a long time, at least 20 years, you know. And so you were born with them and you grew up with that. So you learned how to cope with both.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. And there's some people that are just coming into it and they're like, oh, I'm so inspired by this.
But then they get scared and they shut
get
down.
Scared because they're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Who cares? Nobody does. Nobody does. And I'm just being honest with you. Like, you know, I always wonder what would have happened to me had I put myself into the psych ward. Because I was literally there. You know, what would have happened? Would I have been dosed up and lost all my gifts? Probably, because it would have been diagnosed as other things instead of me being who I am today. So, yeah, you do have to kind of get a grip on who you are. You have to know who you are, okay? And for you guys that are just learning yourself because you come out of relationships where you fully consumed out of yourself into family, kids, husband, relationships, you know, whatever it is, take that little bit of time to meditate, to pray, to talk to your loved ones, your ancestors, ask them for guidance, to get you on that direction as to where do I need to go. And I'm going to tell you, the one thing that I always turn to for my spirituality is my ancestors, is my God energies, and the universe. Okay, I don't really rely on much else, you know, except for my girls, my little support group that I have, and that's it.
And we're one hell of a support group.
They are. I mean, I can call, especially Miranda, because I call her for a lot of stuff, you know, and I'm crying and I'm like boo-hooing and shit, because I get devastated when I get rejected, you know, and that's still a thing I'm working on, the rejection, and I get devastated as fuck. And then as soon as I get a little bit of reassurance, I've learned how to jump back from that. So it's getting easier to where I just want to get to a point where I'm not affected by other people's actions anymore. And that goes right into like my responses and the way I react to people. So another big thing is going to be
health,
wellness, exercise, y'all.
Movements.
Okay, I have such a hard time with
this.
I
feel like this one was thrown at you. I'm so sorry.
It was, you know, because I've been on a weight loss journey and I'm not doing what I need to, okay? And I'm not seeing the results I need to. I stress out about it. Like it sometimes consumes me to an obsessive type of thing. But at the same time, I'm still stuffing my face with fucking like out to eat. And, you know, I like to treat myself. Food has become something that used to band-aid things for me. And then being deprived of food as a young girl, like, and I'm telling you, I was deprived of food, okay? And it wasn't like I was starving, because it wasn't that extreme, but it was like the good shit. Couple people in my household, they got all the good shit, the ice cream, the pizza, the burgers, everything. And here I was with potatoes, beans, and tortillas, which now I would take that. You know what I mean? I don't like this shit no more, but like that kind of messes with you. And so yeah, I've used food for emotional stuff a lot. And when I do get upset or anything like that, my appetite opens the fuck up on its own, because that's what my body's used to. So I'm having a hard time with that. And another thing is my fear of movement. Okay, and I know that sounds fucking retarded, but
it's not.
My fear of movement, like I went so far into myself where I would not even get up at the store, and not because of anxiety. I don't have fucking anxiety.
I have anxiety. You've seen me and I have to talk to myself. Yeah, it's bad.
It's the fear of getting out of the car and walking through that store and breathing like a fucking pig. That's what it is, okay? And that's me being honest with everybody. This is what I fear, or not being able to get through the thing or through the whole store, you know? and doing what I have to. And it's like, I worked on the lazy demon, okay, because I know that there's a demon of laziness that runs through our family. It is a generational thing. I've been looking more into it, and I just feel like this is what's got a hold of me. So I'm going to be working on that, and I will let you know more about that.
Okay.
At a later time. But yeah, movement, fitness, because if I could just get my ass up and moving, I would be dropping the pounds like that, you know, and I'm just not. So yeah, that's one big thing I really need to work on.
I feel like a lot of it is comfort for you too. You've got to be comfort. You got to be comfortable in being able to do that, and it's hard when you don't like the skin that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Exactly
where I
that.
think that you're at. So let's learn to be comfortable with ourselves where we're at.
And it's funny because people will come up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, you dress so cute, and you show your stomach and your cleavage, and I'm a bigger girl." And they're tiny little sticks, and they're like, "I wish I could dress like that." And I have confidence in that aspect, where I will dress, you know, how I want, or how I feel good about myself, even if I have a lonja hanging out, or what do you call that in English? A fat roll.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I've always called it lonja.
Well, lonja. You know, and it is the act of me having to accept that I do need to exercise, because I'm not okay. I'm not healthy. I'm not fit. And I think a lot of that hits me really hard in my ego. And yes, ego is something that is supposed to be all the way gone, but it's not, okay? We're just being real here. So, with that being said, you got to make sure you are balanced in all aspects. I'm balanced spiritually, mentally, emotionally most of the time. My physical is what I need to work on. And I see that that is a big factor for myself, you know. So that is probably things that I will be working on. And yeah, I need to hold myself accountable, because I've been that person before where I held myself accountable. I don't know where it went, guys. It just kind of left me, you know, through all of these stages of traumas that I went through after the cancer. So with that being said, I'm still trying to retrieve some of those things for myself.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But, you know,
I feel like I did really, really well after Willis passed, right? Like I set little goals for me, and they sound stupid, and I was like, no, within 3 months, you're gonna have a job. If you're not working by then, you're gonna have this job. Within so many months, you're gonna be getting out and doing things. Like, I set all those, and I feel like I've just kind of took a back step to that. And I feel like everything that's gone on in the past year has kind of reverted me to kind of reshift my vision and see that again. To see, you know, you're not broken, you are growing from that. And yes, you still keep the dates, but I actually heard something recently that resonated with me. That person had to be very special in order for you to still have those dates remembered. So I'm taking that as it's not a trauma or a trigger anymore. It's a memory that you're choosing to keep.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's see what that said. He goes, fuck being fit. It's just one more step than you thought you could. I've built myself to walking my dog like 1.5 miles each day, which is nothing to average schmo. But for me, it's more than I thought. I could. Also, Yaya is putting you on blast. She's all, Nina, you woke up with the right foot today. So yeah.
I did.
She did. She's feisty. She's
did.
feisty today, y'all.
I did, and it's okay. It's okay. So another thing, what is going to help you with your self-care and confidence? What brings you that? Because we all are not materialistic. We all are like, have different likes and dislikes. But what brings you to your ultimate elegance? You know, and I'm not talking about pearls and diamonds, like the way you feel elegant within yourself. And, you know, if you're a country girl, what's going to bring you to the rhinestones and whatever else comes to that?
Dolly
you know?
Parton type of chick.
Yeah. What's going to get you there to where you're just great, you know, with your self-care and your self-love? I like to pamper myself.
I love to pamper myself. You know me. Sundays are my self-care days. I don't ever get out of the house on self-care days. That's when I'm doing my hair masks, or I'm doing my facials, or I'm doing my pedicures. So I totally understand that completely. And I think I've taken a lot from you in that aspect too, as being able to pamper yourself by going out, because after Willis passed, I became kind of a recluse and I never wanted to leave, and it was like, okay, you need to get out of the house. So people were forcing me out of the house.
Yeah.
And then I was forcing myself into situations I would go into only with him. So I think with you guys have taught me to just, okay, well, we're just gonna go out. We're just gonna, we're gonna take that movement.
You know, we're not going Granny's Gone Wild here. Like,
No,
you know, sometimes
no.
we tend to, and that's okay. But we're going like, let's get out and enjoy dinner together. Let's get out, have a drink together. Let's get out and have some laughs.
Yeah.
You know, so getting out with your people, with your friends, and if you don't have anybody that you really go out with, just get out and enjoy life with yourself. Go have that fun. Go to a comedy show. Go to different things that you normally don't, in order to feed your soul. The saying right here, I love it. It says, love yourself first and everything will fall into place.
And I think that's very, very true.
It is very true. 'Cause the confidence follows right after that. Right after that. And yeah, I'm going through this book because it's kind of cool.
No, it's a great book. I don't know if they sell it, but Cece kind of handed it to us today. And it's Manifest Like a Queen vision board. So I love it.
Yeah. And you can get inspiration for your life from anywhere. Anywhere. Whether it's watching other people. I like to people watch a lot, okay? Because I laugh at people and I get into their conversations and shit. Like, I'm nosy. That's what it is. I'm nosy as hell. And I'll be like, trying to eat my dinner and over there into somebody else's conversation. Because I'm nosy.
She's like, because I'm nosy.
You know, but especially when I see kids acting cute and shit and being silly, like that brings joy to my heart. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
I love seeing little kids just kind of be kids. I think the reason we're like that, though, is because our babies are big now.
Yeah.
And as a parent, a lot of people know this. We know this now as grandparents. Like, I'm a first new grandma, but I mean, we didn't get to enjoy our kids that way.
No.
You know?
Nope.
And I think, too, we didn't get to enjoy our childhood either.
Right.
I'm going to put that out there. We didn't, you know, there was a lot of growing up, latchkey crap that was placed on both of us, and that's just where we are.
Exactly that. And you know, most of my memories from childhood are like fucked up.
Yeah.
Just let that shit out. Woo. But I love like artwork and stuff. If we had more galleries here, God, I would love to go do that.
That would be fun.
You know, I feel sophisticated doing that shit. Like, I come on, let's go out and look at some galleries and look at some art and act like we're these hoity-toity people that can afford this shit. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not, hey, I still want to go do it. There's nothing wrong with that. The weather is very inspirational to me.
I love what?
I like the lightning, thunder and lightning. Like, it's so pretty when it goes across the sky. Or what was that? All that pink shit coming up. What was that called? When everybody was seeing all the pink in the sky.
Oh, the Aurora Borealis.
There you go. I don't know that word, but she does.
The Northern Lights.
Yeah, so it's beautiful. Like, get your inspiration from
The sunsets.
Yeah.
I do.
That's nice.
It's crazy.
That's nice.
I love to watch the sunset. So
I
I
love
love sit on a porch or something.
Yeah, I love to sit and watch love. Okay, so I don't mind that people hold hands, grab booty, or, you know, as long as they're not humping in front of you. Like, I think that's so beautiful. Like,
I love that word,
you know.
humping.
Humping. The humpty dance is your chance to
Do the hump.
to my baby. You know, I think that's beautiful, and I think that's why I get stuck on, like, what is that, 90 Day Fiance, all that stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, are they gonna love each other? Yes, because I'm all for a good love story, and the reality shows fucking got me roped in. I'm not gonna lie. I love that stuff. So yeah, okay, here's
I'm gonna take
another
a break.
one. Okay. Here's another inspirational quote. It says, confidence is not they will like me. Confidence is I'll be fine if they don't. Walk into a room when you feel energies. So many people get intimidated by energies, okay? And walk into the room and let your energy transmute that other energy. Don't be afraid of other people's energies. Like anxiety and all that shit. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Allow yourself to go in and change that around you. And it's just pushing your energy out and your confidence and your radiance and all of that out. So, you know, you were born to stand out. Quit trying to fit in with people. My headband's falling down, guys. It's falling down. I can see. Okay. Because you don't need validation. You're already enough. You are already enough. Exactly how you are at this moment in this time. You know, and we just want to try and be our best selves. And that's what the whole point of this is. Okay. We've already gone over like relationships and stuff, and I do feel like that's a huge thing. But fixing the things within first is always going to bring better things, and you attract more abundance, more material, more money, you know, whatever it is that you want. The knowing that you can, rather than, oh my gosh, I hope I can. No, hope enough to where you know. And that's like, I'm gonna say having faith. I think everybody could work on their faith a little bit. Throw some faith on your vision board too, because that's definitely going to be something that will help drive you and keep you motivated throughout any areas of your life that are stagnant. But yeah, anyways, with that, you know, you guys know what a vision board is, so I'm not gonna really explain too much. Oh, that's my granddaughter calling. Okay, for all the dreamers, what do you dream of? Like, just, if you don't know what to put on there, remember your dreams, remember your goals, and if you don't have any now, go back to when you were younger, when you did have all of those, before life happened. You know, just allow yourself to have these things, because all of those dreams, there's a lot of them that are not bad. They're still available to you. Also getting your affirmations in on there. I am so big on affirmations. You've got to get those in there. I'm successful. I am wealthy. I am worthy. I deserve this, because a lot of people, we block our own because we get scared and we feel like we don't deserve things. And so we block our own paths. And I'm going to go back to the health thing. Like, I feel like that fear of me being healthy is there, because I just had a moment in time when I was on chemotherapy going, you know, I had just had the surgery, going through chemotherapy, and I had told the doctor, like, what are you giving me? It was a steroid shot. And I said, well, how come am I gaining weight and I'm not losing like other people? And they said, oh, just look at that as a good thing, because you keeping your weight means you're gonna survive. Okay, so that somehow infused in my head completely to the bone in my brain cells. So I do feel like I'm carrying the weight because I'm fearful of losing my life. And in reality, I know that that's not truth, but somewhere deep down, there's somebody in there that believes that. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, you've got to do things in order. If you feel like you're blocking something, okay, then work on that trauma. What is the root cause of that? If you need help finding that, let us know. We can help you. This is you being in charge of yourself, you being the powerful person in your life, and having the ability to change the things you want and to manifest the things you desire. You know, because this is your life. Nobody else is going to do it for you. And that's just the harsh reality. And I do agree that having a support system is good, but also don't let it hinder you. Don't let it stop you from moving forward just because other people around you or your support group is not moving forward. That's something that I've had to learn. Probably this year, the realization has come into mind, you know, where, okay, I gotta move forward and I can't wait for anybody else. This is not their life, this is mine. And so, in doing so, don't feel guilty about that. It's growth. And if they hate on you for it, then you know what, motherfucker, they weren't your friend in the first place. And people aren't meant to stay forever. They aren't. I've just been in a reality where people come and go all the time. And yeah, there's some that are there forever that you can lean on forever, but they're not in your daily life forever. You know, I do have my best friend, we've been best friends since we were 12. I don't talk to her on the daily. I talk to her maybe once every few months, but I know damn well if I needed her, I could call on her. Because she is in my life, but she's not in my daily life. If that makes sense. So that's what I'm trying to say. They can stay in your life, but they won't be in your daily life. So your success has nothing to do with them. You know, and hopefully you have a support system that cheers you on and helps you move forward. You know, and if not, then come over here, we'll fucking support you all the way. Just saying. We got you guys. We got you. So after you put all your little things on your board, or you write all your words down for your vision of what you want, and don't feel like you have to be in a hurry to do this. Don't feel in a hurry. Remember, this is your time, your manifestation, your healing, your success. So not feeling like you have to move forward in a certain time frame, that's part of your gentle care, okay? And we're doing gentle care in January. So just know that this is at your pace. But anyways, after you get everything on your board, you want to put it up, even if you're not all the way done. Put what you have up so that you can start seeing that, and it starts manifesting, and it starts coming into your life, and you can start taking the steps needed in order to get there, where you want, whether it's towards your health, towards your love, towards, you know, your characteristics, towards your traumas. You know, you want to get started as soon as possible whenever you're ready for that. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would do. You don't have to complete it in order to put it out, all right? And even if you don't finish it this year, fuck it, because that's probably something I would do. Okay, I finished half of it this year, next year I'll focus on the other half. You know, just because there's a lot of stuff that comes with my own personal healing, manifesting, and everything, because I do it all at once. I don't know why. My procrastination is a big thing, you know, and I just know from experience that procrastination sucks, and sometimes you don't even get there. But I do know that I work very well under pressure, so if I have a time limit, I'm good to go. Good to go with that. So yeah, I'm waiting for Miranda to get her little tushy back here.
I know, I'm sorry guys.
But with that being said, I feel like if you have any questions about a vision board, which I don't think anybody will, but if you do, inbox us, comment, let us know. You guys don't forget to share our stuff to your Facebook, share it to, you know, your Instagram, the link to this, or even our podcast. So don't forget to share it, because, you know, we do definitely need some more viewers. We're up to almost 150 subscribers, which I'm like ecstatic about. I love that. And this year I want to double that, and that's going to be on my vision board as well, because this is part of my business. Even though this isn't something I get paid for, eventually it will be. You know, me and Miranda will be. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. You know, you guys help us out by sharing it. You know, of course, you're pretty much subscribers. Most of you guys are that are on here right now. But share it to your social medias, and just let people know that we do have a lot of information here for people, so that you guys can be successful in your own walk, in your own life, in your spiritual walk. You know, because this isn't something that's just straight spiritual. You know, we've been going more into like deeper stuff, and that doesn't mean that we're pushing aside the witchcraft or the spells or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured in February. Sorry guys, I'm back. I was coughing spell. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm known for dad jokes. They're not very funny, but it works. So that's what I was thinking with February. We'll go ahead and dive into that naughty love magic that we all talk about.
Yes.
Some love voodoo dolls.
Yep.
And you know, back to back to me, back to spells type of thing.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Because it's going to be a big part of who we are and how we get to the places we need to be. Um,
and I'll tell you, as an active witchy spiritual person, not all our spells work the best. Well, my spells always work, but I think it's funny because I have a specific ex who's always like, you did this. Well, it didn't work. You don't know that it didn't work.
Exactly. They don't know.
And why am I
wasting?
wasting time on you? Well, you're not important. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, no, they didn't work because I didn't do anything, you idiot.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one. In all reality, too, I don't do a lot of spell work in my own personal life. The only thing I've been focused on mostly is like my glamour magic, but I like set it and forget it. You know what I mean? And so that's probably the only thing that I've done for myself as far as money, spells, and stuff like that. Of course, I'm always going to do that for myself, but it's not a constant basis. And does that take anything away from me as being a bruja or witch? No, it doesn't. It just, this is just how I choose to be, you know? So I can see a lot of the vision board stuff happening and creating your own spells to help you get through that,
Yeah.
to help you take the steps to get there. So yeah, you want to use this as a tool for yourself, for your daily walk, and even if you get distracted by love, because that's usually what will distract you.
Yeah. Yep.
Love, life, or trauma, you always have something to fall back on.
Ooh.
So yeah.
I don't know what Cece does to that tea, but I swear it's a cure-all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would go with that. Yeah, these can be spells and incantations, you guys, but you're bursting them towards yourself. I don't think that I ever really do spells for myself unless I'm in a dire need of protection, mostly. That's my biggest thing is protection. Just because I got haters, y'all. I don't know why, because I'm the nicest person you'd ever want to meet.
Exactly. She is. Yeah. Well, Matt, all I can say is you're not thin as a rail, and that's okay. But maybe you're not supposed to be, as long as you're healthy. And that's the way I see things too.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah.
be healthy.
We need to be healthy.
I just want to be fucking healthy so that I can be around for my great grandkids.
No.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
When your grandbabies have babies.
All right, but that's all I have. So, we're gonna wrap it.
I guess we could wrap it. I mean,
Okay.
unless you want to throw anything else out there.
I don't think so. I think I've said everything I want to. Just because I'm being gentle on myself too, and I'm not trying to push more shit than needed. So
Okay. Yeah, so vision boards, you guys, are good thing. Mantras, great things. Again, this is just one of the ones that we're doing for January for wellness. Like Nina said, spiritual wise, you guys start meditating, get into those things. If you guys have questions, concerns, you have something you want to see, hit up our email. We have an email for a reason.
Exactly.
If you guys want any of the mantras or anything that we've used here, please send us a message. Get at your girls. We will go. We have no problems with sharing. You know, sharing is caring, except for when it comes to germs. So,
Or men.
ugh. You know what? I think we do have to say that. What's mine is mine. I might hurt somebody, so just know that, guys.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Don't drink and drive. You know, utilize your time. And I know it's like hibernation time, but utilize your downtime for, you know, staying in a robe, drinking coffee, and manifesting, or, you know, just
Bringing out the better you and giving yourself grace.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So, anyways, you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you guys next week.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Alrighty. And we're